we're so glad that you're here. There are so many different places that we're live and so many different people already joining in. So I'm so glad that you're here to show us some really great crafting items.
Thank you. I have always wanted to clone myself. So yes, Shannon, you and I are everywhere in right this minute. It's very exciting, except we're not on my iPad, which is where I really want us to be so that I can see all the people that are with us. But thanks for having me. I put together some really fun things for today because I bet you don't know. It's very special that we have you. But we've been doing some Facebook Lives pretty much for a year and a half now, every month with HSN, and we just haven't had you enough.
Aw, thank you. We're scheduling me in advance now. I said, you've got to put Anna in my schedule because I want to be there. I want to be with everybody every single time. So I'm really excited to be able to be here. Let me give a couple shout outs. And by the way, Anna, our producer Evelyn said, if you refresh your iPad, then you should be able to see what I'm seeing as well. I know you've got a couple people there who might be able to do that for you. So I know that on Anna's Facebook, Anna Griffin Inc., we've got Holly, good morning, Penny from Erie, Pennsylvania, Brenda from Jacksonville, Florida, Kathy from, let's see here, Kathy says hello to Shelly. Gloria, I can't wait to see the Lilian paper. Mine arrives today. Oh, this is so exciting. Debbie and Kathy and Nancy. And then on our HSN page, hi, Marie says, Shannon and Anna, you look awesome. All right, we'll take that. That's the only one we need to read. No, I'm just saying. Happy, everybody. Michelle says from Carmel, New York. Rita, hi from Rita in Delaware. We'll give shout outs to everybody. And of course, we will try to answer all of your questions. Be kind of patient with us. We've got so many of you joining us, which is really exciting. So Anna, were you able to refresh your iPad so you could see?
Not yet, but you know what? It's really fun to hear you call out everyone's names, and you know I get distracted anyway. So should we jump into all the fun things that we're gonna do?
Yes, let's jump in. So you can concentrate on the crafting. I'll give the shout out.
I decided that I was going to dress like Lilian today because it's all about pink and purple and lavender and like all of these amazing colors, perfect for spring. We are talking about having an entire kit, paper crafting kit, in a collection. So it's the embellishments, the papers, double-sided papers in 2 sizes, beautiful sentiments, and it's just so out of this world. So let me just show you what when we're talking about being able to design with an entire kit. So lots of patterned papers, beautiful flowers. Everything in this set is it's just so fun. So these are the 12 by 12 papers. There's 24 of them. And so I'm starting off with this glorious peony. It comes in 3 colors. So we have lavender and gray and blue with the ground colors. And then the backs are different. And I think that's what's so fun is that because you're getting multiple sheets, we're expanding your ability to craft by giving you different patterns of paper. So this is the Lilian pattern. If you have any of our craft storage, that's what this is. And look at that gorgeous coordinating colors on the back of each page. And then what's really neat is that we give you the cropped version, the 5 by 7 version, where you don't have to actually cut up your 12 by 12 if you were making a card. And so what's so pretty about that is that I actually have it set up. We have a brand new overhead camera here in our studio. Let me show you what the entire collection looks like in that. So isn't that fun? Giant, beautiful screen full of gorgeousness, and so it mixes and matches in such a way that it's so beautiful that you can't get it wrong. It's one of those paper crafting collections that people I think will use for years to come. So it does come in a little cellophane bag, and we have so many beautiful individually bagged things that I'm going to make some stuff with this. Okay, so what I thought we would do is that we call these a quick build project only because here in the studio, right, we have to prep everything ahead of time. So if we were crafting with all of this by ourselves, I'm just going to move that so you can see. All right, so everybody, I'm going to move so you can have your graphics. Look at that. Okay, Evelyn, you can put your graphics back. Okay, so pretty. Okay, right. All right. So I'm thinking there's a plaid for the base, then there's the strié damask for the overlay, and then we've used our oblong 3D frame dies to create a beautiful window over that pink. And so again, this is one of those things where you can mix and match color and style and texture, and this is just that concentric layer from that 3D frame die. Now, the embellishments, there are so many different embellishment styles in Lilian. This is from, you might remember this from Camilla way back. These are the Camilla flowers. And so is this paper. It has Camilla flowers right in the center. We've just recolored it for use on a brand new Lilian project. And what's so great about that is that, well, you've just got exactly what you need. So we'll just add a little teacup and that beautiful little fan and adjust for you to have, to show that mixes and matches so easily that you can create just anything that you really want to, because we're starting from scratch. Now, I have lots and lots of beautiful things. I'm going to keep making some stuff just because, Shannon, I think that some of these things are, well, they're inspiring to those of you that love to look at the projects that we make for HSN, and we show you how to use things that are already in your craft room with your brand new Lilian paper crafting set. And I think that's what's really fun about just about crafting with our products, just in general, is that we're always showing you a new way to use it. So if it's just doing a simple cut and making a triangle, or using a butterfly, or fussy cutting the flowers out of the paper, you can use this collection to make a card for just about any occasion. And when it comes to scrapbooking, let me tell you, we're talking about real versatility, because everything goes together. You don't have to plan out your project. You can just use any paper that you've got. All right. And so here we're using our album die for the background of this beautiful card. And you see how pretty it is when we crop the flowers right in the middle. Now, I am going to cover those up, but that in itself is just kind of what I do. I like to cover stuff up. And we have gorgeous sentiments. The typography in this set is so pretty because it says wishing you happiness. And so the important word is called out in a larger font. So today and always. And so if we wanted to go in and add a little bow and a little embellishment to that, we don't want to cover up the happiness, because we want to show people exactly what it says every single time. So warm wishes is included. You see that lavender looks gorgeous with all the colors in the kit. So does the green. So you really can put together a gorgeous complement of patterns and flowers and sentiments, and you're going to get it. You're going to get it right every single time. So Shannon, do you love this or what?
Well, it's absolutely stunning, and everyone's talking about how much they love the paper. Barbara says, beautiful paper. I love her cardstock. And Shirley, I agree with Shirley. She says the colors this spring are over the top. Annie says, I love this paper. And Terry says, Lilian is such a beautiful collection. So as you're watching right now on Facebook, on hsn.com, you can shop what we're showing you. You can shop this way. This way you are. You can shop the entire Lilian collection. If you don't have a great die cutting machine, the Empress is on hsn.com. So, by the way, we're getting tons and tons of shout outs, and hi to everybody. We're so glad. Hi, Griffinites. I have to give this one. Evelyn, as you're busy back there, we rarely get shout outs for Evelyn, but since we were talking about Evelyn, I got to give this one up to our girl, Evelyn. D says, Evelyn, thank you for arranging the HSN graphics so they don't cover up the crafting process. Isn't that awesome? We're all in here together, right? She's over there. Yeah, so cool. And Evelyn, am I allowed to tell your really exciting news? Okay, no exciting news. She's exciting news next time we have a Facebook Live. We'll give Evelyn's got some personal exciting news. Yeah.
I want Evelyn's exciting news. How exciting! That's
yes.
Great. Well,
it's always nice to have good exciting news, but it's just a tease.
Yes.
It's a tease to next time.
Okay. So one thing that I want to ask you, Shannon, before we move to our special guest,
Mm-hmm.
are we staying on our same timing? So we're going to do our 15 minutes or so per product.
That's a great question. I did ask Evelyn, as long as you can stay the entire hour, then we would love to give everybody the full hour, even though we had to start a little bit later, because we want to see everything. We don't want you to have to cut anything short. So if you're in, I'm in. I know everybody here everyone wants to see every single thing that you've got.
All right. Well, yes. Okay. So I have more Lilian just to show you before we wrap that up. This is one of the prettiest collections. I said at the beginning, I was like, I wore this crazy shirt because it went with this group in such a way. It was like, okay, this just like absolutely something that you'll use with all of your die sets. Obviously, you'll use it to scrapbook. You'll use it to put together really special projects for the people in your life. And no matter what you have in your craft room, whether it's fern stickers or fern dies or border dies or really anything, you can cut this up and use these beautiful embellishments. Use it with china cabinet, use it with our rose 3D concentric. It's all up to you. It's all going to work it's in such a gorgeous way that, like I said, you just can't get it wrong. So lots of fun. By
the way, somebody asked, and boy, there's so many amazing comments. Let's see. So Pamela, hi. Annie, thank you. She says that we look terrific. Beth wants to know Evelyn's exciting news now. We just got to give you a tease to next time. We do have an exciting special guest though, and that one we'll be revealing in just a minute. Linda asked, is that die included? And if not, where can I find it? So, and I know you were showing us the die that you used and you mentioned what it was called. I don't think we have the graphic for it, but if you can give us the name, everybody can shop it on hsn.com. And by the way, yes, Anna's going to be live on March 29th on HSN TV, but we're live on hsn.com right now.
So all the dies, so the very first project that we made, I was using the 3D oblong concentric die set, and I'm not sure if it's still available on HSN. I'm sure we still have it on our website. So 3D oblong will be your search term. So if that's the one you're talking about, but the second project, I used the album dies, and that I know is sold out on hsn.com, and it has a beautiful background die, but it also has dies that create the spine of an album. So there's a lot to that set. It's a lot bigger than just the die I used. But now I have you on my iPad, so I see you. It's really fun. And hey, Claire McDonald, how you doing? And Pamela, my friend Pamela from the Griffinistas, she posted a video yesterday. It was really fun. I love seeing all of our Griffinites wherever I see them. I see them on Instagram. I see them on Facebook. I see them right here on my iPad. So thank you everybody for joining us. I have our flower pot pop-up card making kit next, and it is such an incredible card making kit that I want to show you all that we're going to do with it today. It's one of those card kits where if you're thinking about having you want to do a project. It's more like a project kit. It's something you can put right in the middle of your dining room table and take out all the contents and put it together. You're going to be able to make 20 amazing cards with this. So we're able to bring you this kind of thing because we spend months and months on the engineering of what it takes to pop up a flower pot out of the middle of a card. And so what's so pretty about this is that we give you instructions right out of the box, and we give you some examples of things that we've made. And if you've ever worked with one of our pop-up card kits, what we do with the engineering is this on a tab system, and the tabs are where we actually anchor whatever's popping up out of the base of the card. And so you can do this step by step. I'm going to take you through it just for fun. But then inside the box, everything is color coded, so the pieces that go together are the same color. And then the cards themselves, they're 5x7, but they're top fold cards. And you got envelopes and a garden of embellishments, beautiful flourishes, sentiments for the inside and outside of the card, foam adhesive, and then signature cards down here in the bottom. So we've left nothing out of this experience. And when I think about giving, I like to give our card kits away to people that like to craft, that want to make something new. And when I do that, I always think that these kits are exactly what I want to give, because here's the thing. You are able to create this, right, without measuring, without cutting, without having a die cutting machine, all the things that, you know, those of us that craft on a regular basis, right, you've got a room full of things, right? And you don't have to think about, oh, where's my bone folder, you know, or getting out your Cricut to make something like this. It's all in this box. And so I think that the flower pot itself is such a pretty, you know, expression of spring. It's something great for if you have somebody that's in the hospital and you can't send flowers, this is the best card. Oh, and I'll tell you what, this is really fun. Shannon, I just booked myself an appointment. Well, I'm going to a seminar in April here in Atlanta that Lewis Miller is doing. And he is like one of my heroes in the flower world. And Lewis Miller Design, look him up, everybody, because it's amazing. He's in New York City. And yes, Lewis Miller. And so I'm like thinking, okay, I'm going to go meet Lewis Miller. I'm going to have to give him the flower pot pop-up card and say, hey, I'm Anna Griffin. I'm planning my intro.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love learning that you have people that you would get excited to meet. Obviously, people that inspire you, because you inspire all of us. So you are our Lewis Miller. Is that an okay way to say it? I guess, you know, we see you and we're like, oh my goodness, it's Anna Griffin. So it's fun, especially I'm thinking about all the Create events that you've had where, I mean, obviously you're such a celebrity to all of us, but you still are also so knowable, if that makes sense. Like, so you're so real. I mean, I think a lot of us could be like, oh my goodness, it's Anna Griffin. But then when people meet you, I mean, even just you giving shout outs, you know, every single person that you've met, so like, it's cool.
You should tell me what to say to him, Shannon. You should say, so like, what is it? What do I say to Lewis Miller?
I bet he knows exactly who you are. I bet he's just as excited to meet you as you are to meet him.
This is a perfect segue, because when you mention Create and you mention me knowing all those Griffinites and all the people that are joining us right here, I have a really special guest today, and her name is Wendy, and I met her at Create 7, and I met her in a very special way. Can we have her?
Wendy Townley, join on in. She's joining us from her awesome craft room as well. Wendy, I'm so glad that you are here. Surprise, everybody.
Thank you. Hi, Anna. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Wendy. All right, now we're dying to hear your story of how you met. Who's going to tell it? Anna or Wendy? Your Create 7 story.
It.
Okay. Wendy, I'm so glad. All right.
I am.
We'd love to hear it.
Yes. Thank you. Well, I was just sitting here practicing my intro, Anna, so I'm so happy to be here. I attended Create 7, as Anna had mentioned, and had a wonderful time. And a couple weeks before that, was going through some stuff at work that I will not bore you with. But my coworker and I were talking and strategizing about some challenges. And what came to me was that we needed to behave and act and live and love and share like Anna Griffin. And so we started texting each other the hashtag We Are Anna Griffin to remind ourselves. And when I say we are Anna Griffin, I mean that all of us in the community who are watching and crafting, we take the love and the creativity that Anna gives us to share with other people, and then we put it out in the world. Anna was saying earlier that she was shouting out to all of you who are watching, and said she loves to see them and see us. And that's exactly what making cards with Anna products does for me, and I know so many of us, because when we make a card, we send it to someone, and it's a beautiful keepsake, but it says, I see you, I love you, I value you. So Anna allows us to give that to others But then Anna makes us feel seen and loved and included. And it's so special. And I know it's been mentioned so many times that the crafting and the products are beautiful, but the community that has resulted from Anna's love is second to none. And it just makes me so happy to be part of it and to tell everybody I know about it as well.
Oh, Wendy, I just got goosebumps, and I'm really trying not to cry, but I do mean it when I say that you see me in the way of which I want to be seen in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Where's my tissue?
Okay.
Jeez.
Yes.
Doggone it, I thought because I was off camera that I got to actually be the one who used the tissue. It wouldn't
All
be
this love and energy.
I'm just blubbering on all the platforms. All of them, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, YouTube, the hsn.com. There it is. I'm sorry. But Wendy, I just want to give you the biggest hug and say thank you for that. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I didn't even understand what it was to be Anna Griffin until you said that. I really didn't.
Yeah. It's incredible, Anna, and I won't forget it, and we won't forget it. And I just kind of discovered you a couple years ago, and I feel like I'm late to the party, but I'm so happy to be here because I know you have such a legacy. And in the crafting world, Anna is on a first name basis. You don't even have to say Anna Griffin; you just say Anna, and that says so much about, again, Anna's love of crafting, but also the C in crafting, but the C in community is right after it. And it's so important. And HSN brings us together on days like today, which is just so much fun. I just wish I would have wore pink. That's my only regret for today, is I should have worn pink.
We'll send text you next time, let you know what the color of the day is.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I can send you some pink Lilian cardstock. Wendy, tell me what it is that I can send you, because I want to send you a present. Is that what you want? You want Lilian? I got Lilian.
I mean, I will take Lilian. I already bought the doily dies that are coming up this morning because I saw them. So if you would
great.
love to give me a little gift, I would take Lilian in a heartbeat. Purple's my favorite color. So done and done.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well,
Wendy,
you got
thank
it.
You so much.
Thank you. Thank you. This has been very special.
Aw, thank you. We're so glad that you're part of the community.
Special.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Wendy. You have a great
Yes,
day. And
I think she should lead it.
Right?
she should be my leader. Don't you think?
Well, you know, everybody feels the same way. She put it so articulately, and I love to. She said she feels like she's a little late to the party, but you're never late to the party. Like, just everybody feels like they've been your friend for ever and ever, because everyone just becomes instantly kind of welcomed in and part of your heart, and then also part of the crafting community. Like, you love crafts, but you really love the crafters, whether they've just been crafters forever or just started. And she put it really well too about, we're sharing that love and kindness and community every time we send somebody a card that we've made with all of the Anna Griffin pieces. So it really is, it's a movement. And it's beautiful. Making us all cry.
I think what's funny about it, Shannon, is that I've just been doing it the longest of the people that we see, in the craft world on HSN. That's what it's about. I've just
longevity.
It's been 21 years on the QVC and HSN combined. So it's a long time. So I'm just old.
No, well, you're here for this long because we love you so much. So everybody, anyway, we've been talking about welcoming Wendy in, and we're so glad. By the way, everybody who's joining us on Facebook, we're live on HSN's Facebook, we're live on Anna Griffin Inc. Facebook, my Facebook, I'm Shannon Fox on HSN, we're live on YouTube, we're live on hsn.com, and you can shop on Facebook. There will be a link for everything, and you can also shop on hsn.com, anything that you see. So, Anna, I know we've got a lot of, you have which one is coming up next? You did the flower pot pop-up, right? What do we have? Oh, are we doing?
Well, I was going to make one. I was going to show you how to make it.
Love it.
just so that you have some confidence in, you know, if you said, okay, I'm going to get that today, I want to make those beautiful pop-up cards, then this is how it's going to work. This is the flower pot completely assembled, and what's so pretty about it is that it has an opening in the center, and it has a place to hold all the embellishments to pop up. And then what we end up doing is that you'll pick your color of card, and one of the things that we recommend doing is taking your bone folder and scoring, well, just rubbing and curling the paper with the bone folder to make the flower pot take its shape. And this is just one of those things that just makes it easier to work with inside the card. But this is how it's going to work. It's like you basically put adhesive where it tells you to on the instruction sheet, which is like here and here. So we are gluing the sides of the terracotta pot to itself, so it just folds down. And then, you know, I would go back and get this a little more rounded before going any further. But this is actually going to go connect into the base of the flower pot, and there are little tabs here, and this tab has you see how B goes right down in it and then sticks out, and then you'd apply the adhesive and connect it. All right, so that's what's going to happen. You'll do that while it's still open, go all the way around and do the other side as well. And then we're going to connect the insert on the inside right in the center, just like that. All right. So, and then we're going to connect the pot all the way around itself and connect A to A. Now, what's going to happen with that is that I'm just going to peel this off so we can stick it down, but I'm going to show you what's so nice about the way that all this has happened is the engineering for the 3D effect. Now, this is something that a lot of people will try to achieve with like a die. Or even an SVG file. This is already done for you. You just have to glue it all together, and then it's going to go in the center of the card. And it's going to go along the spine of the card. This is why they're top folded cards. And if you're clever about your embellishments, what you'll do is you can put them back to back. So this one has, let's see how we have a mirror image of the embellishment. And so what we did was take it and put it back to back so our card could be 3D. And then there's foam adhesive just at the bottom. It's going to come into the pot and connect right on that support. And the more you curve this flower pot, the happier you're going to be about putting these embellishments in. But then it doesn't have to have adhesive really anywhere else. So just the 2 pieces of foam adhesive, you see it's going to go all the way around, and it's going to give you a 3D effect. So that's not just 3D. You're going to have 360 degrees of flowers and excitement, and you can have your sentiments pop out, and you could add more die cuts from your craft room. This is a really, really special card because every single one of these, every time I open one, I'll go, oh, wow, that's just so pretty. And it's all about just getting that little pot assembled so that every time the card opens, it all moves in concert with one another. And to me, that's what's really special about any of these cards that pop out from us, or any of the real 3D mechanisms, is that it's got to work flawlessly as you would naturally open the card, so that the person that you are giving these beautiful things to doesn't have trouble. It doesn't stick together. All they think about is, wow, I think about you every day, and best wishes. How nice. Who sent this? Linda sent this to me. Okay, that's how it goes. So Shannon, I hope that was not too long.
No,
I think that it's good to see.
Yeah, it was just right. And Diane says, your pop-up cards are always such a huge hit with everyone I send them to. They just seem to get better and better. And Regina has the pot kit but hasn't put it together. Well, Regina, you literally just got a personalized tutorial from Anna Griffin herself. A to A, that's all you have to remember. B to B, right? Stephanie says hi. And then let's see here. Hi, Dale. I wanted to read this one. Oh, Sandy said, love Anna, and I was crying too. She's talking about when our special guest Wendy was here and sharing how much Anna means to her and to all of us. Wendy described how I feel exactly. Thank you so much, Anna. And then Nancy said, these dies are so simple to use, and when you're done making the card, you've made a masterpiece. Isn't that? And it really is just as simple as Anna showed us. So as you're watching, whether you're new to Anna Griffin or you've been a Griffinite for, what did somebody say? I think 20 years, 21 years. Oh, Annie. Love Anna and products for 20 years. All right. Now everyone's going to start competing for how long they've been watching. All right. We'll see if I can read everybody's. We're going to see who's been with Anna the longest. But if you're new to Anna Griffin, like Wendy is fairly recent, right? I mean, I guess that's 2 years. But you can always shop really quickly and easily on Facebook if that's where you're watching, or on hsn.com. You can search Anna Griffin. She's our big craft guru of the month. And so you can always search Anna Griffin on hsn.com, or any of the graphics that Evelyn is putting up right next to Anna whenever she's here. You could always just sort of type that in and click on that and just join in. And that flower pot set is a great place to start because it's really all you need. Oh, I'm just seeing you can shop on the HSN app as well. Ooh, we've got some really special deals going with the HSN app. So go to hsn.com. Look at HSN app because I think they give you, I don't know, I think they give you money off. It changes all the time. So take a look at that, but we make it worth your while. That's all I got to say. And we've got 5 flex on all crafts. So again, if you're new to Anna Griffin, if you're new to HSN, what's flex? It's just flexible payments. That means you get to pay everything off interest-free over 5 months. So that makes it a lot easier. We've got great sale prices as well going on. Everyone's been talking about what a great value. But Anna, I know we've got more going on and we got a little bit of a late start. So I know we want to move on. These are the doilies, right? Is this the set that Wendy was talking about?
This is.
Oh,
and
good.
what's so fun, if you two are late to the party, we have been making a concerted effort to bring back some of our very best-selling products. And our doily edge dies were something that you fell in love with very early on, and they've been brought back. And so what's so nice about that is that you can collect things that you might not already have. So this is a set of 3 very large dies, right? So this is a 5x7, right? This is a 4.5-inch square. This is a 4-inch napkin. They have edges that it's so pretty. This one cuts and debosses. So instead of embossing, it presses the design into the doily itself. The little napkin. What's so great about this is that if you're part of our finishing school, you know that there's a full class on these that can take you through all kinds of, we actually take the little napkin and make a tussy-mussy, which is a folded piece, a triangular piece of paper, and then we stuff it with flowers. So that's really, really fun. And so this set, I thought I would do a little work with it just to show you what happened way back when we started making dies. All right, so rose gold matte foil and then the deboss. Okay, so what's fun about this is that the engineering is all done for you and me in the manufacturing process, meaning we don't have to really worry about whether it embosses or debosses. We just want to get all this glorious detail. And so one of the things that we were just talking about, Shannon, was that with your impress machine, you can do what I did, which was cut face down into the mat, right? And then all the little pieces come out. But if you want a stronger deboss with this, go ahead and use a second metal shim behind your magnetic mat. A second shim will give you even greater relief and design pushed into the paper. So this is really, really pretty, and I think you could do so many things with this. I think one of our projects we're going to cut it apart, but you'll see that this is something that you'll use for a lot of different things. So add these to your teacup, your favorite teacup embellishments. the doily and the circle on top of the 5x7. So pretty. The edges of this look like Battenberg lace. This is actually one of the projects in finishing school where we cut the napkin die 3 times and teach you how to, create a composition that works just like that. So I think I'll just leave this on here so that you can see it while I build another card. All right. So lovely, lovely, lovely. Yes. Easy. I have a Tussie Mussy to show you. So for those of you going, what is a Tussie Mussy?
Where does that word come from? Right. Anna, is that like a Southern phrase? Is that something that we should all know about?
Well, no. So a Tussie Mussy is a Victorian flower posy holder. They used to come. It's an antique, and you can find them like in sterling silver. And they have a little loop at the bottom of them, and it's shaped like a cone. And the loop is for your finger to hold the little bouquet. So it looks like. It looks like this, right? So this one's sideways, but here we've taken the napkin and folded it and then added the little sentiment at the bottom. So it normally goes the other way. I'm just going to take it apart. It looks like this. So it's like a little triangle. And then you would stuff the top of it full of flowers. So lots of fun, very, very pretty. Of course, we need a little bow for that. I think it's been a minute since we've revisited all these projects. So adding the doily dies to just about any card. I know this is how our dies are working these days. You actually start with them, I think. Then you figure out what you're going to say. It's like we cover the base of the card with a beautiful die cut to just start almost any project. So this is a great set that's going to do that. So I have, let's see, I have another one. Let's cut the circle just so that we can. And you'll let me know if we're okay on time. So this is a metallic paper, and this is going to be different than those foil papers just because it's not going to be as crisp, only because the metallic paper, it's a shimmer paper, but it's still going to be really beautiful. All right, so taking it out. There we go. So pretty. I think it could use that extra metal shim on this, but you see how the beautiful design on the inside, you could, if you were using food safe paper, or imagine cutting wax paper with this die, you could put this under a cupcake. It's that pretty. So I love that. And then we're going to, let's make something with it. Me and the Empress machine here. Okay. One more. So base, really pretty base card. Easy to work with. All right, so we have lots and lots of paper. All right, I'm going to start with 2 napkins. All right, so up close, we have 2 napkins made on the diagonal. So put them together, overlap the corners, and isn't that pretty? Here, we're going to just fit this to the card. So overlap it just like a regular napkin. Oh, if you were having a shower, a bridal shower or something, this would be a really great thing to use for the invitation. Here we've cut it out of vellum, so the same thing has happened. So we have a different texture, and again, we're going to connect, but we're going to connect a little closer to the top. And then that beautiful circle is going to go on the top, and a pretty card topper in the middle. Peace, love, and prayers. I bet you know somebody that needs to get this today, and so pretty with all those lacy edges. So combining texture gives you a really great look. I think when you're working with the things that are in your craft room, trying out a new die set, I always recommend cutting them out of the matte foil first, but then going back and experimenting with all the scraps of paper that you have been saving. I love die cuts that are done with pattern paper, and that gives you a really nice idea of what it looks like to offset the die cut, which we're going to do in our next project. And sorry, this is sideways. There you go, with heartfelt thanks. There's nothing to this. Super easy card. Looks like it took a while, but it really didn't. Just a few passes through your Empress machine. So if you're looking for something that's really tasteful, that goes with everything in your craft room, this die set's going to do that very easily. And here we're going to do one more project just to show you what needs to happen. So when you're taking your dies out and you're working with them, so this is the matte foil, and this little purple. So we took a solid piece of cardstock and cut it as well, so it's hard to see the texture. This is a great shadow layer, and so if you look really closely, we've just offset the purple, okay, behind the gold, just to give it a 3D effect. So this 2 die cuts sandwiched together with a Xyron machine to make it look like a drop shadow, or it basically is a drop shadow. And then that's the perfect complement to, say, your favorite embellishment. This is a hand cut layer in the center. Have a beautiful day. And there we go. So lovely, easy, simple. You can tell we have come a long way in our project making here at Anna Griffin. I think when I look at these, they're simpler than some of the things that we've been showing of late. I think we've gone embellishment crazy. So it's nice to see these. They're like a breath of fresh air. So here we go. Lots and lots of color and texture. I think the tea theme is going to work with the doily dies very easily, and no matter how you use these. I love that Wendy has now collected them, and they're part of her crafting experience. I think you'll use them for a lot of things. Now, especially if you love to scrapbook. I didn't say to Wendy, I know she's coming to Anna Griffin Create Crop at Home too, which is very exciting. And Shannon, what's neat about that event, I know you have attended our events in the past. We're going to be having it on HSN for sale on April the 11th. So very, very exciting. In case people, that flex pay you were just talking about, that's what people wait. They wait for HSN for the flex pay for those big events.
That's really exciting. April 11th. I'll put it in my phone as soon as I get it. I've got a lot of really cool shout outs. So Elizabeth says, love watching Anna. We always learn something new, and the different kits that are wonderful, 100%. People have been talking about how long they've been watching Anna. Cleo says, coming up on 24 years. Wow, Cleo, you may have the record right now. Anna doesn't look like she's been doing this for 24 years. Am I right? I mean, she literally would be like, oh, I made a snowman, like she's a little teeny tiny baby 24 years ago. Barbara says over 15 years at least. And then, we invited you to share where you are. And so many I think we've got every state covered. Here's one that was really unexpected. Actually, 2 that were unexpected. I had to write them down because they're scrolling up so quickly. Angie is joining us in Cancun. Hi, Angie. She's on vacation, and what a great pairing, right? On vacation in Cancun, ooh la la, and watching Anna Griffin. Very cool. And then Linda says she's watching in her car and crying happy tears. I love that, Linda. Wherever you go, you can take Anna Griffin with you, especially when we're live. And then when we were talking about the doilies, and I know we're going to wrap up on the doilies, but Karen says, I never met a doily that I didn't love. These are mine today. So we're so glad that you all are joining us and getting great ideas and great techniques. A lot of you, if you don't have these products coming to you, I know some of you said you actually got some of these in the mail just half an hour ago. So if you did, I know you're crafting right along with Anna, but we've got a couple more items to go, Anna. So everyone's loving crafting right along with you. One more item? Is that what you said, Evelyn? Okay, one more item and then we're wrapping up.
Yeah, one more, and I thought that what would be really important for people is to round out our time together, is to have a stamp set. And I feel like I'm just that commercial, the one that starts off, in case you missed it. That's what I'm doing in the world. It's like, just in case you missed it. We have some of the most beautiful stamp sets that we designed for HSN and our community. And this one, it's so nice because it's called Thoughtful Sentiments and Thoughtfully Said. And what's so nice about it is that it's our beautiful typography that you see on the inserts of the card kits. So extending deep and heartfelt sympathy to you and your family. That's so beautifully done. That's the first one. Hoping you get well soon. Wishing you every happiness this day brings. And so what's so nice about having this stamp set is that if you had a favorite sentiment on the inside of your card, now you can create it over and over and over again. So wishing you much happiness. You are in our thoughts, and that's where you will stay. So sorry for your loss. Such a nice thing. There's even sending much love and birthday greetings. So thinking of you always brightens my day. I think I just saw that just a second ago on a card we made. So have a bright and beautiful day. And just a little note, filled with kindness. So these are, they're polymer stamps. They, you clean them up with water. They're just, it's a very useful tool set. And here, you know, it doesn't come with a die set, but here is where you can see if you were using like a gold embossing powder and one of your little concentric frame dies. This is actually from one of our envelope sets. It's a concentric set, just to show you what you can do once you've stamped those designs. So it's that easy, but then it gets really fun when you start to think about, you know, if you're good at stamping, you just know this is something you want. If you are on the fence about stamping, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do to make yourself a pro. And what's nice about these is you can use them on the inside of the card as well. So it doesn't just have to be on the outside. I think this one probably has it on the inside too. It does. So we've designed them to finish the thought. So when you say some wishing you much happiness, and then may all the little moments of grace and goodness bring lightness to your heart with each new day. Isn't that lovely? I mean, I wish I could think of things like that in the moment when I'm actually, you know, trying to get things crafted. And so let me get my stuff ready here, and I'll show you my tricks. Okay, so one of the things that when you're working with any of your a new stamp set, so let's see. I'll just take one of these back so I don't wreck this one, because we're ready to do this one. What you want to do with the stamp, all right, so they peel off the backer, and the stamp has the writing on it already so that you know where to put it back, all right? And so before you stamp for the first time, if you take the stamp and you take an eraser, all right, so this is a great art eraser, and if you take the manufacturing layer of stuff, right? I don't know what it is, but if you want to just rough up the stamp part of it to just prime the stamp, it's going to take the ink better. And so that's what's really fun about working with these. We'll just do them both. We'll see what happens. I like to stamp on top of something that's soft. So this is our pergamano pad where we were pricking things once upon a time. And so I'm going to take the ink pad, and I'm going to press into the stamp. Now you can do this, you know, exactly the opposite. Many of you like to press the stamp into the pad, but we're just using a block. I've got them both upside down, so don't worry, I will show them to you. And I've got a lightweight ink pad. So you can't really see, you can see that hoping you get well soon, all in light pink. But then my stamp, my eraser, right, it helped a lot on the script font, but not on this one. So I just want to go back and prime it just a little bit more. And then I would recommend you using, you know, your favorite ink pad, the one that you know will work. This one's going in the trash. Yes, bye-bye. But okay, so let's just say you've got it all done. So hoping you get well soon, I recommend you stamping as many times as you possibly can to get it right, all right? And meaning that take a large piece of paper and stamp it multiple times, and then go back and take your die, like any die that you have that will frame the sentiments, and then we'll cut it out. So what's nice about this is that you get more stamps than you would in just a regular set, but then you do have to put your own dies with it. But girls, I know we have lots and lots of dies, so there's no real problem there. So we now have a perfectly cropped sentiment, hoping you get well soon. This could be backed with paper, a shadow layer, or even, I'll give you a little hint, we have our incredible cartouche cut and embossed folders coming up on March 29th with sentiment stickers, but you could use these stamps with those. It's such a neat set because it cuts the background for those sentiments. So lots of fun here coming up on the 29th. This is a special, it's National Craft Month, Shannon, but what's really great about it is that we got to have 2 craft events in the same month. And to me, that's always a treat.
It is, and the more we get to see you, the better. By the way, I love what Elizabeth said. She said, those stamps will help a lot when making cards. Sometimes my brain goes to sleep and I can't find the proper words. That's such a lovely way of saying it, like, oh, my brain is taking a nap right now, instead of like, got brain fog. So I'm going to start using that, a brain nap, from now on. And Joanne had asked if you had any tricks to not smudging the stamps onto your project. I think that eraser trick that you used, that will help. And then I love that you showed we die cut it after. So we don't have to worry about centering it. You just center the die on what you stamped. That's brilliant.
Yes. And then, this is what we're talking about, backing it with more things from your craft room. So we had the smaller die that went in the middle. Then we had 2 concentric layers that also work behind it, just to give it that little extra something. We've got big giant flower stickers underneath. And so now you have a perfectly stamped card sentiment. You don't have to go searching for the perfect sticker. You just have the stamps at your fingertips. And so for me, even when you say, okay, look, I love this, may all the little moments of grace and goodness, that was that one I just read. I just think that this is it's more important than just saying thinking of you. So we've given you, we've probably given you a thinking of you stamp, but we have also given you ones with just a little more meat to them, a little more substance, so that it's not just about happy birthday. So sending much love and birthday greetings. Easter's coming up. Look at that. Praying for you, caring about you, sending you strength. That's fun. I think that's really good. All right. So I have more to make. We'll just try again here. So sending much love and birthday greetings. That's done in black. That looks like it's been printed. That looks so good. So there are some great stampers on our team. Right. So once again, we're taking, this is our fancy French frame dies and putting back in the center of them. And then we would have stamped the sending much love. There we go. Same sentiment, and putting a little flower around it. So this is done. I think this probably matters to people, where we have all these amazing, I think it's like a 300 piece signature card set, or maybe 200. I don't know. These are stickers. Stamping inside the sticker is a great way to get the border and the foil stamping and everything without really having to go hunting for the dies. You can just use the signature card. So no matter how you use these, Shannon, it's a perfect way to say that you're thinking of somebody. And like I said, I would enter manufacturing mode on some level with these. So when you're having a good stamping day, keep stamping, cut them all out, save them in a little envelope that you've got in your craft room, so that you have it ready at a moment's notice, because it's not something we want to do every day, was like get it all out and find the inks and prime the stamps and all that. So it's nice to be able to have, see, even the signature cards, again, really, really well done, easily stamped into. You can mess those up pretty quickly, but then you could just go back, stamp it on something else, and cover it right back up. Okay, lots of tips here today. All right, love it. I think we have to wrap up. I'm just hearing that we have to wrap up.
We've loved all of the tutorials. Thanks to everybody who's been watching on Facebook Live, on Anna Griffin Inc. Facebook, and HSN's Facebook, and my Facebook, and hsn.com, and YouTube, and easy to shop. And Anna, I learned a lot, obviously, about how to craft. I also learned what a tussie mussy was, which is very exciting. Had you asked me, I would have thought it was a Southern drink. Like if you go to somebody's house and be like, would you like a tussie mussy? You want that with or without the spirits. That's that was just to be thank you.
I think we should do that. I think we should make a tussie mussy drink. It totally makes sense to me too.
Yeah, they're great on a hot day. Out on the porch. All right. And then also we are excited for Lewis Miller to meet you. That's what everyone's been saying. He should be honored to meet you. So we'll love to hear about how that meeting goes. And then we're all going to be tuning in on March 29th when, Anna, you'll be sort of wrapping up our craft month. You're going to be here at 1 a.m. on Eastern time. Right? And then noon and then 9 p.m. we can tune in and watch you. And then we're going to tune in and watch. And that's, oh no, wait. April 11th is the day that we can purchase a ticket, the golden ticket to the crop at home. Okay,
Yeah.
That's all right. That's exciting. And then you'll remind us about that on March 29th as well.
I will.
Thank you so much, Anna, for sharing all of your incredible wisdom and your heart with us. Oh, and a huge thanks to Wendy Townley. Wendy Townley, our very special guest who shared her heart with us.
Yes, that was my, when I love to play highlight, low light, and that was the highlight of today. And it was a real joy and pleasure to work with you, Shannon. And thank you for doing all that you do for us every day at HSN. I'm excited. I get to work with you right on Tuesday. So
yeah,
I'll be. No, yes, maybe. So.
No, oh, I think so. Yeah, you could
Okay,
tell
good.
me. You could tell me that it was tomorrow, and I'd be like, what's my schedule? Yeah, I would do all 3 of those hours with you. I would be up at 1 a.m. and noon, and so I'm glad that I get to be with you. Anna, thank you so much. We will look forward. I'll look forward to working with you. Wait, is the 29th next week?
Tuesday.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, it's the end
Just
of March.
a few days away.
All right. My phone keeps track of all that stuff for me. All right, Anna, thank you so much. I've thanked you now like 5 times. I will see you on March 29th. Thanks to everybody for watching us and joining us here on Facebook. And we'll see you on the 29th. Oh, HSN gets crafty. All right. I've got all kinds of things. You guys want to see what this looks like? This is all my everything and jotting down notes of all of everybody's stuff. Oh, and this. Oh, and this. Okay, so also on March 29th, you can join Suzanne Runyon, HSN host for HSN Gets Crafty. That's going to be a Facebook Live as well. It's at 9:30, and you can check that out on Facebook, right? Okay, on Facebook. So it's always nice to be able to have those great tutorials. And you could also shop Anna on hsn.com. All right, we will see you there. And give us maybe a recipe for a tussie mussy, whatever you think that would be. Bye.